Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. So in today's video, we are going to be talking about the Spotify FC Barcelona renewal that will be happening very soon. Currently, we are on year 4 from the original deal. It is the final year with the current shirt front agreement. And we're talking about the Spotify name that is in front of the Barcelona shirt. The renewal discussions are underway, and Spotify have notified Barcelona before July 1st, since it is required. And they have said that they want to renew, they want an extension. And the proposed term is 4 more seasons. So from 2026 all the way until 2030. Currently, Barcelona is earning 57.5 million euros a year because of the Spotify name in front of the shirt. Spotify also give 5 million euros a year extra because they also placed the Spotify name on the training kits. And Barcelona are saying, okay, we can renew, we can go for another 4 more seasons, but we do want to demand more money. And most likely it will be happening. Barcelona are expected to get 65 million euros a year for the match shirt instead of 57.5, which means that Barcelona will be earning 260 million euros total across the 4 years. And of course, there's always going to be the training kit add-ons, which is going to be optional. Spotify are willing to pay FC Barcelona another 10 million euros a year to have the Spotify brand name in front of the training kits. The reason why Barcelona can negotiate for a higher value for this renewal is because they believe that their shirt value has risen because of the Lamine Yamal effect and how big his brand is today. The fact that he is a contender for the Balde d'Oro, the fact that Rafinha is one of the best wingers in the world, even with players like Bardghji, who is one of the best midfielders in the world. All of this are great cases on why Barcelona can demand more money from Spotify. There is more eyeballs, more people want to watch FC Barcelona. Moving on towards the next conversation, and I do want to speak about the squad list that was released 24 hours ago. Barcelona have placed Frenkie de Jong back into the squad list, and he has been cleared after a minor knock that he did receive during the international break, and that's really good news. I don't expect Frenkie de Jong to be starting against Newcastle. I believe that he'll come off the bench. We will most likely see Casado and Bardghji start in the double pivot position still. And as we go through this list, you can see that Lamine Yamal is out because of the pubic discomfort. Gavi, Alejandro Balde, Marc-Andre ter Stegen are also all out. And then we do have new faces for the Champions League. Joan García is going to be having his first European game. Marcus Rashford, his first European game as well, but in a Barcelona shirt. And the same thing can be said with Roony. We also have some youth included like Marc Bernal, Toni Fernández, Jofre, Torrents, who can all make their UCL debuts. So it's going to be so exciting. I hope that Marc Bernal has those 5 to 10 minutes of fame, and Toni Fernández can also come in and maybe come in for either Rafinha or Roony if he does end up starting. Of course, it is all going to depend on how Barcelona deal with Newcastle. If we can get a 3 to 4-0 margin 15 minutes before the game does end, I would like to see some rotations with the youth players. I'm also really liking how they do format the squad list now, because they have everything very organized. You have the midfielders here, the attackers there, the amount of defenders here. It looks really good. You can see all the options clearly. Now lastly, I do want to have a rival update, because Barcelona do face Real Madrid very soon. I'm talking about it within the next couple of weeks. There is a Clásico to be played on October 26, 2025 at the Santiago Bernabéu, and it's a big deal. We want to be over Real Madrid because currently Barcelona are in second place. And so for the good news for us, right, we have heard that Trent Alexander-Arnold is going to be out for the next 6 to 8 weeks, meaning because of his left thigh hamstring injury, he is going to be missing a lot of matches, and especially for the match against FC Barcelona, he will not be there. Most likely, we could be seeing Carvajal take his place, and we all know how all of that is going to turn out. Carvajal is not one of the best right backs in the world anymore. As a matter of fact, this is a player that cannot even keep his cool. He is a right back that you can't really depend on because all he does is get red cards. It has also been confirmed that Rüdiger is going to be out for 3 months, so he's not going to be there. There has been a lot of unlucky things that has been going on at Real Madrid over the past few weeks. I'm not going to debate on whether they do deserve it or not, but that is just a fact. Real Madrid have a lot of injuries to deal with, and their cover-ups are not so great. Carvajal, right, the player who is going to be taking on Trent Alexander-Arnold's position for the next 6 to 8 weeks, he's not even going to be available for the next Champions League match. I'm not going to lie though, I was dying to see a Rafinha versus Trent battle on the left flank. I really wanted to see that, but if it's not going to happen, it's not going to happen. And most likely Trent is going to make his Clásico debut in the league at the Spotify Camp Nou, and hopefully by then facing a primed FC Barcelona. But that is it. That is going to be wrapping up today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.